Everybody says they want to be a clinch fighter. Do you know why people want to be a clinch fighter? You know why people want to say it? Well, first of all, because it sounds cool. It is cool. They think they want to be a clinch fighter so that they don't get punched in the face. They're like, oh, if I get a clinch, I won't get punched in the face. Au contraire, mon frere. I'm a clinch fighter because I want to go get punched in the face. What are you talking about? If you clinch with someone, they can't punch you in the face because you can control their arms and stuff. Here's the thing. When you're in a clinch, you're going to get punched in the face. But you're sort of in control over how hard. If someone favors the mid-range and Cliff is throwing punches, I'm right out on the end of those punches. Right? Right out there on the end where they're really bad. If I'm in here and Cliff's throwing punches, right, I can take those because I'm not a weenie. First things first, going from here to here is a complicated thing. And much like in the world of grappling hand fighting, I don't think people spend enough time on it. There's a right way and a wrong way to enter the clinch. The wrong way is, say, Clifton here tags me one time, right, with a boop, and I go, owie, I don't like being punched in the face. And I go like this, and I just start walking forward. You see that a lot. And then even if you start using some footwork and just tagging me along the way, you'll see a person getting like worked over, just desperately trying to get a hold of the person. All right? Because they're using the clinch defensively. That's what losers do. That's what people who are losing an exchange do. If Cliff comes forward and he's beating me up, right? I'm losing the exchange and I want to clinch him because I'm losing the exchange. We're going to approach punching our way into the clinch from a winner's perspective. We're winning the exchange. That's why we got the clinch. Now, real standard one. You plug your punches in. We'll just cover a real quick standard one. You plug your collar ties in like they're punches. So if I was going to go 1, 2, 3, I would just change that to 1, 2, 3. All right? I would just put it wherever a punch is. But that's boring. It's boring. I'm going to show you two much, in my opinion, better clinch techniques. These are where we left off in our last Dirty Boxing seminar. Cliff and I are teaching a Dirty Boxing seminar here at the studio on November 7th. I'll put details down in the description below. I strongly suggest you come out. It's going to be a really good time. We're doing open mat afterwards. But we're going to be the jump off point will be you already know something about the clinch. Right? Now, if you're total beginner, don't worry. Come out. We'll get you right up to speed. I prefer the method of entering the clinch off of picking my position. And I really like this near side underhook. That's my favorite thing. That's what I want. So I have two ways that we can get that. The first one is if I've made him respect my right hand because I punch hard with it at least one time. Boom! And then he knows that he better put this hand up. I want this hand up because if this hand's up, it's not punching me. So I can safely enter. Boom! And now I'm going to drop this. I mean it as a punch. If I punch him, fine. If I hit him behind the ear in the temple, great. But my contingency plan is, or maybe I want the clinch. Maybe I've seen that he's getting tired and I want to lean on him, or maybe I, want to do my stuff. I'm going to pummel this thing in from the outset. It's a big motion. So I go, boom, hook, pinky up, trap it, right? And you use whatever. Here you can change that to be your style. Maybe you like to get the far side, or you like the body lock, or whatever. The point is, this gives me, if I can put this hand there through intimidational factors, then I know, boom, that I can get this. It's almost a certainty. I almost know that that's going to happen, and there's a million options off of that. So, maybe we're playing a little longer. You know what I mean? Maybe we're playing this game here. Maybe from open stance. Maybe we're playing this game of who's on top. If he's on top, he's kind of in control of this side of the fight. If I'm on top, I'm kind of in that side of the fight. We've done a video on that. I'll link it up there. But if I can get my hands on top, and this was, I think, the very first Dirty Boxing seminar, or this is actually the bare knuckle curriculum, because you could do this, and anything we're doing, you could do not in gloves too, right? These gloves make some things harder, they make other things easier, but all of it works either way. If I can cover his hands, in this moment he can't punch me, right? I'll feel him. If he moves his hands to punch, right, I feel that. Now he could circle him around maybe and do, like shit happens, we're fighting. right? But in this moment, I check. I'm not going to hold you and haha, you can't do anything now because I'm holding your gloves. But I check. I'm not going to do this and then go. All right? I go boom, and then I bring myself to my gloves, right? So I cover, get in close. He's going to be doing stuff. He might. Some people might. I think what people think most often is you're going to whip this around with like a left hook, like a check hook. Yeah, maybe. All right. If I touch here and I go, tiptoe through the window, by the window. Yeah, if you do all that. But if I make this like a, he's got a. All right. Then if he does try that, look, whoop, boom. It gives me the position I wanted. But if they're very stubborn, you can use this same principle to like mash this down. And because some of these kung fu and karate dorks, and they're taking their gloves off, they're gonna be like, yeah, right, you don't train for real, you train in your poofy pillows. They call them pillows. Yeah, this would never work without gloves on. Oh wait, it would work better, right? If I can put his hands up, and then I check his wrists like this, or check his hands like this. You don't have to get people like this. You don't have to control people like, right? This just gives them an opportunity to wrist escape, and it uses, what?
He was giving you the finger, didn't even realize that.
I was looking at the camera like I'm supposed to be. I was looking at our viewer. Was he giving me the finger?
I don't think he meant to. You were holding his wrist and his fingers are like this.
That naturally does that, man. I broke them. Yeah.
Oh, that's just how they go?
Yeah, that's how they go.
Yeah.
If we go like this and I cover, I'm not going to, I could probably, I'm so strong, I could probably manhandle Cliff just by holding him like this and be like, get a hold of yourself. You know what I mean? But I don't need to do all that. I just need to get in contact and then mash just long enough. And if he wants to work this thing out, he'll probably try to snatch this loose. Oh, well, don't show him how to beat my stuff.
There you go.
That's true. He could roll that thing over. That could happen.
Normally, or just snatch it down, all right?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah. He's showing the counters to the counters. Actually, what you were doing, you were bong-sowing me. All right? You were like bong-sow from Kung Fu. All right? Boom. Boom. Yeah. Oh, the Kung Fu guys are like, yes! Yes! Yeah, it's real, but you have to back it up with other stuff. Hopefully, you're not fighting a Kung Fu master. If you're fighting a Kung Fu master, then I guess you're effed. But I can push this pummel, get to here. Hopefully, they haven't watched this video and you have, so they don't know the counter. Check his hands, boom, boom, boom. Check his hands, cover, crash, and then control this, or start hitting, or whatever. Or the other one, and this one works even better again, because if he covers up, now I have a bare hand, which dives through that spot a little bit easier. And I'm still trying to hit. This would still be great to get that punch off. But as a contingency, I have the option, or I can fake it to get this. But that's where we're going. But that's where we're going from. We're teaching a seminar here on the 7th. Would love it if you would come out. All the details are down in the description below. We're going to show we're not going to show any of it now. That's the jump off point. We're going to be covering defensive and offensive, mostly beating someone up in the clinch. And we're going to cover, even if you're not good at clinching, like we're going to use some of the stuff that we have where even if the other person's maybe a little bigger and stronger and better at clinching, some little cheap stuff you can use to get your hits in and beat them up and make them regret clinching you. Now, the last seminar here sold out. That's not a hard sell. That's a fact. And so I really suggest you get down there and pre-register with me so that I don't have to turn people away, because I've never had to do that, but that idea terrifies me. So please pre-register down below. If you want more fitness tips, self-defense techniques, gear reviews, as well as concepts and principles that make you hard to hurt, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications.